Hi, friends. Happy Monday. Welcome in. I threw on this headband right before stream, so we'll see if it if it stays. My hair is like so oily today, so like it's so flat up here. I was trying to just like add something so you can't tell that it's oily. Hi, Sid. Hi. How are you? I hope you're having a good start to your week. Oh my gosh, Kate. Thank you. That means so much coming from you. You are so beautiful, Kate. Every time I see your pictures, I'm like, Kate is beautiful. So thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you're all having a good week. I need to stop like fiddling with this. Um, yeah. I hope you're all having a good week. I was out of town last weekend again. I'm definitely starting to get a little burnt out on travel. I was actually supposed to go down next week and go see my boyfriend in Southern California, but I literally just talked to him today and I think he's gonna come here instead. So I'm really happy about that. I think we're gonna just relax here. And then I actually leave um like in the middle of April for a trip for 10 days. So April will definitely be a bit of a different month with the schedule because I will be gone for about 10 days for like the last part of April. So this week, since I'm in town this weekend, I was like, okay, I'm really excited. I'm gonna do 3 streams. We're gonna stream today, Wednesday, and on Sunday. So that'll be really fun. Um, one of the things I wanted to talk about, well, there's a couple like announcements, I guess. This is weird that I have announcements to share. First announcement is that we do have a new channel point redeem. You can now redeem a custom sound entrance for 15,000 points. I'm honestly not, I don't have a good like sense of how many points you guys are starting to accumulate. So I don't know if that's like really expensive or not. You can let me know. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun for anybody that's interested to basically have like their own sound play when they come to chat. Definitely want to recognize anyone that's been hanging out here long enough to accumulate points for that. So that is a new redeem. Oh, of course, Kate. I mean it. So that's like the first announcement. We also, by the way, if you didn't know, we have a 50,000, which also I'm like, maybe that's a little expensive. Maybe I need to make it a little cheaper, but we have a summon a bear cub, and that's for a special Discord role. So again, another way to recognize if anyone's been hanging out here long enough to get the points for that. You'll be recognized as I think it's called a, what did I call it? I named the role like honey cub or something. Um, 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 um. I called it honey bears. So anyone who becomes a honey bear and gets the channel point redeem will have the special role in Discord. And what else? Oh, my other big thing I wanted to talk about. So something that I haven't been able to do as much because I've been out of town on the weekends is my chatty get ready with me streams. And I feel like that's probably one of my favorite things to stream, if not my most favorite. I just love to sit here and yab. So what I've decided to do is this Sunday at 10:30 a.m. PST, I'm gonna be going live and we're just gonna do makeup and yap. And you know, for those of you that have hung out here long enough, you've definitely seen me do that before. But this time around, I want to be able to include you guys in another way if I can. And I thought a great way to do that, like obviously like when you guys say things in chat or you ask questions, like I'm always gonna address and yap about whatever comes up during then. But if you didn't see in the Discord, I dropped a Google form link in the stream schedule Discord channel. And basically the idea behind this is I want to have like a little submission box. Like if there's anything that you want advice on, if there's anything you want to share, if there's like a product rec that you want, if you have questions about like makeup or beauty or skincare or about me, like literally anything, you can drop it in this Google form that I'm putting in chat right now. And I need to put like, I think I'm gonna put a little like announcement in the announcements channel, kind of explaining all of this in detail with this link. I did put more of a description in the Girly Pops channel, so if you're a Girly Pop, you probably already heard about this. But essentially the idea, yeah, like I mentioned before, is just to involve you guys more. Also, for those of you that want to ask questions and maybe want to be anonymous, this is another way to do this. You have the option to either include your username, your Twitch username, or be anonymous. And it can really be as deep or as unserious as you want. Like, if you really just want to be like, oh, like, what's your favorite lip product? That could go in there. I mean, that can also just go in chat. So I'll obviously just be interacting, you know, as usual, yapping as usual. But if there's anything that you, I don't know, have been curious about or want to talk about, or something that you want me to share thoughts on or anything, that can go in the submission box. So right now, for everyone, it's linked under stream schedule in the Discord, which if you'd like to be in the Discord, this is the link to the Discord. I'll actually pin this for now. You can start dropping in things in there and I'll get them on my end, and I will put in a more official post in the announcements channel. So I think that'll be really fun. I kind of want to make it an ongoing thing. I'm not sure, like, I think I want to, I don't know, title a bit differently. Like, I want to call them like girly talk, because, you know, I'm for the girls. I'm here for the girls. So that will be kind of a fun way to, I don't know, just involve the community more. And yeah, just like field suggestions ahead of time. So I will be doing that this Sunday, like I mentioned, and I'll just be doing my makeup. We'll yap, we'll hang out, and I'm really excited to be able to stream on the weekend. I think that'll be really fun since I have been a little bit more limited with the weekday evenings, or at least for my time zone, with streaming. So yeah, all the details will be in the Discord. So make sure to check out the Discord if you're not already in there. Let me say my hellos. Hi, Sydney. Sydney already said hi to you, but hello. Kate, congrats on getting first in chat, and thank you for getting your daily blossom, and thank you for sending love to me. Oh my gosh. Hi, B. Hi, Alexa, and hi, Rain. Alexa, enjoy your lurk. Enjoy your wrestling. Enjoy watching your wrestling. But yeah, today we're gonna be playing more Life is Strange Reunion. I streamed this last on Thursday? Wednesday? Thursday. I don't know. Sometime last week. The last time I streamed this. I think it was Thursday because that was the day it came out, so it must be Thursday. We got about like 4.5 hours into the game, and I think the total game is about 10 to 12 hours. So depending on my stamina tonight, we'll either finish it today or I'll have to stream it again. You missed it last time? Oh my gosh, it's so good. Have you ever played any of the Life is Strange games? They're like probably one of my favorite like choices matter kind of games. One, because the soundtrack is so good, the characters are so good, and the storytelling is just amazing, and your choices do impact the story, which I think has been really cool to see, because the first Life is Strange game came out in like 2015, so it really has been like a 10+ year saga of these games. I've been suggested but never tried yet. Oh my gosh, yes, I totally recommend. I think the first game is pretty affordable on Steam because it's been out for a while. The first game is definitely the best, I think. I also really like Life is Strange 2. It's about a different set of characters, about two brothers. But yeah, it's really cool. The premise is basically, well, what does Steam say? I don't want to like give away too much, but I guess if you're gonna watch me play, you'll get spoiled a little bit. It says Life is Strange is an award-winning and critically acclaimed episodic adventure game that allows the player to rewind time and affect the past, present, and future, which is like, I guess, the basis of the original story. Something lesbians. Or yeah, that too, what Zizi said. Also, hi Zizi, I love you. I hope you're doing well. I'm gonna wait for my new game laptop for my birthday. Oh, Kate, you're getting a new gaming laptop for your birthday? That is so exciting. You're gonna be able to play games literally anytime, anywhere. Is it being made into a TV series? Wait, I gotta Google this. That'd be crazy. Oh my gosh, you're right. What? There's a poster out for it already. Oh my god, Maisie Stella. Okay, wait. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. I'm on Reddit. Reddit. This can be a scary place, but they have a poster out for it already, apparently. So that's pretty cool. Okay. This is what I'm looking at. It says this is the first poster for this TV series. Max is the main character, the one with the rewind powers. and that's Tatum Grace Hopkins, and then Maisie Stella is playing Chloe Price, which is the other main character, which the ship name for both of them is Pricefield, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. They're such a cute pairing. Hi, pretty lady. You're a pretty lady, Cece. This is a quest for my hubby. Yeah, tell your husband to buy it for you right now. Also, I'm gonna get rid of this spammer that just came in here. Goodbye. Thanks, no thanks. Maisie Stella is the sister of Lennon Stella. They were on the show Nashville, if you guys ever watched that. Oh my gosh. Sid, thank you for telling me. I did not know. I also see this Variety article. Maisie Stella, Tatum Grace Hopkins as Chloe and Max. So... Oh. The show was first reported to be set up at Prime Video in September 2025. Will be written by Charlie Covell. So when is it gonna come out? It doesn't say. Okay, well, this is interesting. So I guess we're gonna see this developed into a TV series, which I'm obsessed with. Max and Ruby, oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, the best part of the Life is Strange original game is like the development of Chloe and Max's relationship. And this game, Life is Strange Reunion, is kind of like the conclusion, I guess, of this, of them. I think the developers have said this is the last Life is Strange game they're gonna make. And when we left off last time that I played, well, I don't want to spoil. Well, it's gonna be spoiled. I won't say spoilers now, but you will be spoiled if you continue to watch. But basically, where we left off was the meeting up of significant characters. So I'm really excited to see where we go when we go back to the game. One day I'll play them all. Yes, it's good. Take your time with it. Spoil, it's okay. Okay, I'll spoil. Spoiler warning for everybody that's here. If you don't want to be spoiled, be muted for the next like 2 minutes. Basically, the premise of the first game is Max is going to a boarding school and her ex-friend Chloe is there, and she gets caught up with some of the kids at the school and she gets shot and killed. And Max finds her and basically discovers that she has the power to rewind time. So she rewinds time to save her, but naturally with the butterfly effect, it causes a lot of other consequences that are detrimental to the town and the people in the town. So ultimately Max has to decide between saving her friend slash bestie slash lover slash twin flame Chloe or saving the town. So she's kind of like weighing the effects of the butterfly effect and the decisions that she's making and the power that she has. So in the end of the game, you kind of decide whether you want to sacrifice Chloe or sacrifice the town. This game is basically like Chloe's here. They're like a lot, like this is like much in the future, so maybe like 10 plus years in the future. Rain, thank you for the 15 stream streak. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, Sydney, you definitely have to play them. They're so good. So this new game is basically like Max and Chloe reuniting like many, many years in the future. And you're kind of like, oh wait, like how is Chloe alive? Like, did Max even know Chloe was alive? There's kind of a lot of talk about different timelines and like the last game, Double Exposure, which is the game right before this one. There was some mashing of like 2 timelines. And in this game, Max has like basically rediscovered in the end of the last game that she has the power to rewind again because she kind of lost it. And so now she's kind of like learning new things about her rewinding and whether she should use it or what the impacts of it are. So with this game, the big motif and theme so far is fire. The game starts with a big fire at this university that Max teaches at. She's like a photographer, so she teaches like a photography class. She like went away for a weekend to New York with her agent or whatever, and she comes back and there's this big fire at the school. She sees like one of her friends like hurting or dying or something like that. Wait, what? So yeah, didn't the first one have that creep teacher? Yes. the teacher at the boarding school that Max was at, and it revealed a lot about Chloe's life and a significant friendship that she had before Max came back to town. And there actually is a game about that. There is a game about there's a prequel game to Life is Strange. It's called Life is Strange Before the Storm, and it's more focused on Chloe and like her life and her friendship with this girl named Rachel before the events of the original Life is Strange game. That one's really good too, actually. I really liked that one. But yeah, there's like it's like a big plot point is like this teacher is like really creepy and doing like definitely illegal things to people. The reveal of that is really crazy. So I think that's part of why the first game is like so intense, but also so good. So it's very full circle that Max is now like a professor. I think she's like a resident professor in a way. Like she's not a full-time professor, but she's there as like a professor in residence type thing. But yeah, it's very full circle that she is now in a teaching role. So a lot of the story is about like this school or this university that she's now teaching at. I think it takes place in Vermont, I think. And it's like her relationship with the students there and her relationship like with their peers and like the university like leadership and all of that. Because in this new game, they're recovering from the events of the last game, which I think was a big storm as well. Like there was a big storm in the original Life is Strange game and there was a big storm in the most recent game before Reunion. I don't know. Anyway, this is getting very convoluted. But all you need to know is that Max and Chloe are the main characters. They are being like reunited in this game, and we're still trying to figure out what Max is gonna do to prevent this big fire from burning down the campus. We're gonna find out more about her and Chloe and why Chloe is like back now. So I'm excited to jump in. But if any of you haven't played the Life is Strange games, I highly recommend. They're really good, like so emotional. Ruby and Max are the main characters and they're bunnies. Oh my gosh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember like reading their storybook or watching the show. I totally zoomed out for work so I didn't catch many spoilers. Okay, nice. Yeah, you'll enjoy it more if you avoid spoilers for sure. Part of the fun of the game is the reveal of the story and the way that your decisions impact the story like down the line. So I hope you enjoy because it's gonna be really good, a really good experience. I have the memory of a peanut. Low-key, I do too. Like I feel like it's gotten worse as I've gotten a bit older. It's kind of bad. I think I want to pin a message about my chatty get ready with me. So I'm gonna type out a message because I forgot to do that before stream. On Sunday, I'm doing a girly talk, makeup, get ready with me. Anything you want me? Yay, cute. Oh, also another announcement I forgot to mention is on Friday at 5:30 p.m. PST, we're going to be having a movie night. It's open to everyone in the community or whoever wants to join. So if you're interested in joining, the details are in the Discord. And I put a poll in our Vote Here channel for the movie. I was kind of thinking because it's the end of International Women's Month, it'd be cool to do a movie with a strong female lead. So I kind of chose from like a nostalgic, strong female protagonist movies. So there's a couple in there. The options are Devil Wears Prada, Freaky Friday, Cowbells with Ally and AJ, or Princess Diaries. So if you want to join movie night and you'd also like to participate in the voting, make sure to join the Discord and check that out. I think that's it for announcements. It's funny to have announcements. I'm basically just telling my friends like the things I have planned for us. Also, Happy second to last day of April or March. I can't believe it's almost April. Where did the time go? My name is Dory and I suffer from short-term memory loss. I freaking love Finding Dory. Finding Dory is such a cute movie, and I love Dory as a character. Although we don't love Ellen DeGeneres, but that's, you know, she's separate from Dory. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I can't believe it's almost the end of March. I feel like January felt like it went by really, really slowly, and now suddenly April is here. Before we know it's gonna be summer. Is your favorite movie? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's such a good comfort movie for sure. Dang, that would have been good for movie night too. Oh, there's so many options. I did think about adding in some like animated movies, like Zootopia 2 is already on Disney Plus, so like that could have been a cute one, but I don't know. I'm open to suggestions too. We're not restricted by the bounds of the poll. It's almost 2030. Oh my gosh, Kate, I was just talking about the months. You're talking about the years? Oh no, oh no. Yeah. Before you know it, I'm gonna be 30 years old. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, wait, actually, Cece, I've never seen that movie. I don't know if I'm exposing myself by saying that, but I've never seen it. But it looks cute. I'd be down if you want to watch it. Not 2030, I know. 4 more years? It's fine. I don't even know where I'm gonna be in like 6 months, let alone 4 years. So I'm right there with you. I love Rami and Michelle's high school reunion. Dang. Yeah, I never watched those movies. Has anyone else seen them? Oh, they're on Netflix. We could watch that. Looks really cute. Okay. Noted. Maybe I can add it to the poll. Can I edit the poll? How do I edit it? I can. Okay, well, I'll have to think about that after, like if we can like somehow include it. I'm just trying to make it to my wedding. Oh, yeah, oh my gosh, wedding planning is quite the feat. I've had a couple friends and family members get married in recent years, and when I hear all the behind the scenes talk about wedding planning, I'm like, wow, huge respect. When is your wedding, Sydney? Congratulations on your engagement. I love weddings. I always cry because it's just so cute to see all the happy feels and the happy tears. I love it. I'm kind of at the age where my friends are starting to talk about marriage or starting to get engaged. My first like friend wedding, like someone that wasn't my family, was in 2023, and she asked me to give a speech at her wedding, and I was so nervous, but definitely one of the funnest weddings I've been to for sure, just because I was surrounded by so many friends. And it was so cute. September 18th? No way. Wait, isn't that Jupi's birthday? That's funny. Oh my gosh, I'm a September baby too. My birthday's September 9th. So September's gonna be a good month. Congratulations, Sydney. Good luck with your planning. I hope everything is going well. It is. That's funny. Jupi's birthday and your wedding. I love that. A fall wedding, like a late summer, early fall wedding, is such a vibe. That's gonna be so, so nice. I'm so excited for you. Also, it's getting to that time of day where the sun is starting to go down and my lighting is gonna get really orange. So I'm preemptively gonna turn down the temperature on my camera just to help that a bit. Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. I'll have to go back and readjust it again. Okay, I think we are ready to jump in the game. I'm so excited. So let's do it. Let me open my game. But yeah, thank you all for being here, dropping in and saying hi, or lurking, or whatever you're up to. Last time we played this, I noticed that the game was kind of laggy, which, you know, I've gone through a lot of ups and downs with my lag while streaming. Also, Steam is being stinky, so let me force close it. I've gone through a lot of ups and downs with lag and streaming and like learning all the things and doing all the things. So I was like, okay, I don't know why it's lagging, but I think it's because I had a lot of overlays on my stream. So I'll probably get rid of those for this stream and see if that helps. Like, you know, like I have you guys on the side So we can all see the chat messages, but I might remove those for this and just see if it helps with the quality so that the frame rate is a bit better and things are a bit smoother for me and for you. Well, let me open up the game and see how it goes. Oh wait, let me also turn off the music. Let me pause that. And let me switch here. Hello. Sorry, I know it's black for you. Okay, there it goes. Yay, I'm so excited. I love this game so much. Just me singing every sentence. Does anyone else do that? I feel like I'm always singing. If I sing my sentences, it makes things a bit easier. Okay. This scene is so pretty. I'm obsessed. Like, such a pretty sunset. Life is Strange is such a beautiful game, and I love it so much. Let me know if you ever get a PO box and I'll send you a wedding invite. Sydney! I would literally be so honored if I could come to your wedding. I love that. That is so sweet of you. Now that I, am at the age where I can appreciate weddings and wedding planning, I'm like, when you pick people that you invite to your wedding and you're like figuring out your seating chart, like, I get it. That's like such an honor to ask someone to your wedding. So that is such a sweet sentiment. Okay. Okay, here. So I had my graphic settings on like low medium. Maybe we'll open the game first and just see how it is. And then if I need to, or if it seems smooth, then I'll increase the graphics quality. Oh, we just dropped a little bit of frames there. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my god. I love fall so much. So I think this is Max's apartment. I refuse to have to put on a face for anyone on that day. That is so fair, Sydney. That's your day. Invite who you think will be, will add to the day for you. And yeah, it's fully within your right. So I fully support that. It's Chloe! So last time we played, we basically left off when Chloe rescued Max from investigating this house that's owned by the society at the school called the Abraxas Society. And she had a suspicion that the fire originated at that house. But the house is kind of in a place of conflict. Let me pause for a second. Because the university wants to expand its campus, and part of the expansion includes where the Abraxas Society house is. So it's set for demolition, but there was never really a date set for it. So Max wanted to go and investigate, and she was kind of like trespassing. And then the police showed up and tried to see, if anyone was there. And then they basically were starting to initiate the demolition while she was inside the house. So she managed to escape, and Chloe showed up right on time to basically be her getaway car. And this is the first time that they're seeing each other in this game, and probably since Chloe died. So how things unravel in the next part is going to be super interesting. Also, I'm going to go ahead and increase the graphics quality because I just want to see if I make it higher, if it's going to lag. I feel like it's a better place to start. Also, let me know if the game volume is too low.
Sure. Blast from the past and all.
She said it so naturally. Like she had no idea how insane it sounded. Like she'd never died.
Max, we have a lot to catch up on. But I've been awake since Indianapolis.
Of course. Take my bed. We'll talk in the morning.
Thank you for understanding.
I'm not sure I understand anything right now. But I'm glad you're here. Come on, the bedroom's upstairs.
Thanks.
I spent all night thinking of explanations. It was a dream. a hallucination. It was Sophie playing the world's sickest prank. But it's her, in 1,000 little ways. In every way.
You gonna sit there all night?
Just resting my legs. It's been a long, strange day. I'll tell you about it in the... She didn't vanish overnight. I can let her out of my sight for a minute or two. So, Max, what's it gonna take to get ready for the strangest conversation of your life?
Okay, so it sounds like Max.
I don't know what to say to Chloe when she wakes up, but I can guess that she will be cold, hungry, and in need of coffee.
So it sounds like Max basically has the last time she saw her was when she died. But Chloe doesn't realize that that is like Max's reality. So maybe there's something funky going on with the timelines. Like maybe Chloe's been has a memory of like her whole life since then. I don't know. I guess we'll find out when we talk to her.
If you stay in one place long enough, restaurants learn your birthday. Cute or creepy?
Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. We saw this in the last game, Double Exposure. This is the house where Max lives on campus. The previous president of the university, Yasmin, like let her stay. This must be some of her photography. That's cool.
I bought these in a panic when I started teaching. Sometimes great art is the best mentor. Moses collected a few weird artifacts from the merge. He thinks they're fascinating. I think they're horrifying.
Okay, this is another thing. So Safia, this girl, she's the daughter of the previous president of the university, Yasmin. And in one timeline, hi Kristen, thanks for getting your daily blossom, your first one. I love it. In the previous game, Safia had died, and Max rewound. She rewind time, or did she go into the storm? I forget if she rewound or not, but they basically, I think she rewound time and it created a storm, and her and Safi went in the storm and basically saved her. So there was a timeline where Safi was alive and timeline where Safi was dead, and they got mashed together when Max saved her. So it looks like this is like a flyer that has half one timeline where Safi's dead and half one where she's not. So that's kind of interesting.
Moses says this telescope is an embarrassment, but it helps me look at birds on the lake just fine.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I gotta go to the East Coast during the fall sometime. Can light
I know
the
I'm very
fireplace.
anti-fire right now, but the place is freezing.
Oh my god, what a cute fireplace. A little deer on the front. Oh my gosh. Alright, anything else for us to look at? I guess not. Let's go make coffee for Chloe. To-do list.
I should just stop trying to plan my week. It seems to invite chaos. I wasn't planning on being home this weekend. There's nothing in my fridge but film.
I saw your TikToks, of course, had to follow. Oh my gosh, Kristen, thank you for the follow and coming in to
It's
say
my
hi.
birthday.
I hope you're doing
Again.
well. And thanks for
Is Chloe's
hanging out with
return
me.
some kind of birthday wish come true? No, that's crazy.
Oh, it's parent. Or her parents. Alright, make coffee.
Yikes. I didn't even notice where we parked last night. Better move it. But where did she leave her keys?
Move car. Okay.
Hazel's a great agent, and she put so much work into this weekend. I hope she eventually forgives me.
So in the beginning of the game with the fire, Max rewound time, so she doesn't end up going, or originally she went to New York for the weekend, like on her agent's guidance to help with like her photography career and stuff. And then when she rewound time to help save her friends that were in the fire at the university, she basically rewound to before, or the like a week leading up to the weekend she's supposed to go to New York. So now she's like, oh, I can't go to New York because I need to be here so I can help prevent the fire from ever happening.
It's not snooping if it's Chloe. Chloe's a band manager? In a weekend full of surprises? I guess that's the least surprising.
Looks like logos for the band.
There you are.
Keys. Anything else to look at? Oh, clothes.
Flannel, band tees, and artfully ripped tank tops. Classic Chloe. This design must be Chloe's handiwork.
All right. Let's go outside to move the core. Let me know, by the way, if you guys are seeing any lag on your end. I'm not seeing any on mine, so I think the game's running a bit better, but let me know if the stream looks like laggy at all.
Somebody did well for herself. How did Max wind up in the world's bougiest log cabin? What the?
Does she know her?
That was the girl at the bar
Oh.
last night. Max thinks her name is Sophie? Coffee. She's awake.
Wait, I love the like
What's
eagle in the back of
connection
Chloe's
with
jacket.
this Sophie person and Max?
Oh, now we're playing as Chloe. Okay.
What? Did she not have enough artsy hipster cred already? She told me to take the bed and then pretended to go downstairs. But when I peeked later on, she was definitely still watching me.
That feels
This
creepy.
is from that film festival in Boise. 2 days of movies that made me want to claw my eyes out, but she never stopped smiling. Wait, is it Saturday? I showed up on Max's birthday. But why is she here and not on this trip?
Oh. That's the September 21st. AKA Max's birthday.
I've been avoiding mirrors for days. I probably look as crazy as I sound. Not bad for a girl who never finished high school.
Photo wall.
It's been years.
Whoa.
What has she been up to?
There's so many things to look at. You can start from the top.
Max knows the woman from the lighthouse? And her name is also Sophie? What the hell?
That is very confusing.
Her life is so full now. At least I still get a spot on the life mosaic.
Aw. Younger Chloe.
If Max was gonna try and replace me with someone, I'm glad it was a dog.
Aww. She named her dog Chloe. That's cute.
This place is so beautiful. It makes me want to throw up. Now she can talk about f-stops and shutter speeds to her heart's content. Is she moving out of her urban decay phase? What's next in the Max Caulfield? She's photographed everything under the sun, but she's saving space for more. Max has a whole new life here. Maybe I shouldn't have come.
Hmm. No, she wanted you here. Also, the
Come
detail
on.
on the faces in this
It'll be
game are
okay.
way better than the original game.
It's Max.
The original game's animation is like
She still
kind of funny.
drives like a
looking.
teenager. Some things never...
So cute.
Trying to steal my truck?
Just joyriding it to a parking space.
How long has it been? A year? A decade? I'm not really sure anymore.
Chloe, how are you here right now?
I drove? Not really the question I was expecting.
Oh, so she doesn't know. She's supposed to be dead.
Before you say anything, I know. I should have called first. I just figured I'd know what the fuck to say when I was looking at you.
Okay. The floor is yours.
Whoa. Okay, this is new. In some sequences, you can pick choices for both Max and Chloe, shaping the direction of their relationship. Ooh, okay. Oh my god, I'm scared.
Lately, I keep getting these... I don't know. Visions? It's been happening for a minute, but they're getting worse. It seemed like maybe some time fuckery took place, so I figured I'd come ask the time fucker herself.
What kind of visions?
I have memories of things that never happened. I have dreams that really don't feel like dreams. And lately, I keep seeing this dark-haired woman who just so happens to be on your photo wall. Who's Safi?
Ooh.
Safi was my friend. Last year, she went through a hard time, did a lot of damage, and left a school.
But did she graffiti the girls' bathroom on her way out? Not that it's a competition or anything. And who's the friend on your dresser? Your second friend named Safi?
This is gonna sound crazy, but it's the same person. Safi can shapeshift.
Her face. That would be my reaction too. What?
So this place is... what? Like some freaky power academy?
No, not at all. It's a coincidence, as far as I know.
Never a dull fucking moment with you. Any idea why your friend is in my dreamscape? Or is that a coincidence too?
I'm not sure. What else do you see in your visions besides her?
Me? Dying on the Blackwell bathroom floor. I know it's not real, but it feels so... And when I met your friend last night, she looked at me like she'd seen a ghost.
Because you're supposed to be dead.
I know you saved me. But I'm starting to wonder if... maybe you didn't.
Oh.
Did I die?
I saved you. Then, when the storm came, you asked me to go back and undo it. You saved Arcadia Bay. when you died a decade ago.
Okay, so it's been 10 years since the original game events.
I should be dead. Why am I not dead?
I bet it's because
Am
in
I
the
a
last
ghost?
game, Max combined the
course
two
not.
timelines for
Well, I'm
Safi.
not a fucking living person,
So
that much is
maybe
clear.
combine the timelines where Chloe died or didn't die.
Hold on. I remember everything that happened after that. We spent years on the road together. Didn't we?
I spent years on the road, but I was alone. I know this is weird, but what if your memories are what would have happened if you lived? Or what did happen, just to some other version of us?
That's trippy.
Talk to me. How are you feeling?
Max, this is bad. Reality isn't supposed to work like this. I'm a mistake. I'm...
You're alive.
Myler.
I don't care how or why. This is beyond anything I ever dreamed of.
But what the hell happened? How am I here right now?
Let's back up. When did the visions start? Was it just before Christmas?
How did you know that?
Because last December, my friend Safi lost control of her powers. She had sort of a mental breakdown.
Did you shoot her? I'm not asking, did she break reality?
Breakdown? As in, she broke the foundations of space and time?
Well, she had help. For a while, there were two separate realities. One where Safi was alive, one where she was dead. I managed to merge them back together. But maybe I merged more than that? It's only a theory. We should talk to my friend Moses. He's been studying my powers. He'll want to hear about your visions.
This is so strange. I have this brain full of memories of our time on the road together, but it's not even us.
That's incredible. What was it like?
We had a lot of good years together. Then... my memory's fuzzy, but... you were depressed. Guilty about Arcadia Bay.
Can't imagine. Having one death on my conscience was bad enough.
So wait. Even the week we spent together in high school didn't happen. I was already dead.
I guess not.
Oh, this is great. My best friend abandons me, and I have a decade-long hallucination of a friend who didn't.
Aww.
That week, at the junkyard, on the train tracks, it was the best and worst week of my life. I'm so glad you remember it too.
Yeah. But who the hell did it happen to? Not me. I feel so weird. There's so much I don't know, and half of what I do know isn't real.
That is
Well,
wild.
Maybe I can catch you up. I can tell you how reality worked for me, at least.
What was the funeral like?
Beautiful.
Oh, because me.
Filled with people who loved you. You would have hated it.
This is some Tom Sawyer shit. but without the sick drum solo.
I'm sorry, Chloe. What can I do?
Max, I don't need you to do anything. I'm not some problem for you to solve.
Professor Caulfield, it's security.
Uh-oh.
What are you doing? Don't answer!
We're adults. We don't need to hide from the security guard anymore.
Max? Max!
Good morning, Professor. Are you expecting a prospective graduate student this weekend?
Am I... Yes. Sorry. Was I supposed to clear it with you? I'm still learning the ropes.
That's all right. But I will warn you, not only was she in a bar fight last night, she was also clearly lying
The
about her
security guard's
intentions here.
eyes
I
like
will be
look
tracking her
super
as a
freaky. I
security
think
risk
it's just
while on
like the
campus.
textures. Okay, looks a bit better there.
Wow, that's good to know. Moments like this make me so grateful for Caledon's security team.
Can't keep the school safe without your help.
Well, if that's everything, I should get back to my dark room.
Have a good weekend.
She didn't
You're
laugh
the
at no words.
worst. Did you get in a fight last night?
You shove one townie and suddenly you're a danger to the school. So, catch me up on you. What did Max Caulfield do after she saved a town?
Ran away from it as fast as I could. Your mom gave me your truck. I went to all the places you and Rachel had wanted to go.
I don't know, these are such different feelings.
I went through towns like a ghost. Just looking for empty buildings so I could haunt them with my camera. At some point, I accidentally became a semi-famous photographer. Last year, I came here as a visiting artist, and now I'm a teacher.
And you've been here for what? A year? Make any friends? Date any babes?
I
Yeah.
did get close to someone. You'd like her. She's a bartender in town.
What? The girl with the Princess Leia buns? I met her. She's cute. So what happened?
She had issues with my powers. It wasn't her fault. I'm a lot to handle.
Not that I wasn't happy to do it, but want to tell me why I saved your ass from a demolition site?
Only if you're ready for more time fuckery. If I don't do something to stop it, the whole school will be on fire by tomorrow night.
Okay, so what does future Max think caused it?
Oh gosh, I don't know. It's arson or a protest gets out of hand. Well, I'm not even sure if we have enough evidence to say for sure whether it's one or the other. I think it's arson though.
I think it was deliberate. Someone wants to burn down that house. Or maybe they want to burn the whole school. I don't know. My friends, my students, they're in danger. And right now, I don't know enough to do anything about it.
And you're sure you want to do something? Not worried about causing a storm?
I'm terrified of it. But I understand my powers better now. And I can't just sit back when I have a chance to save everyone. That house belongs to Abraxas, Caledon's secret society. And our president has a weird interest in it. I have questions for both.
That Moses guy you mentioned. Do you think he'd be willing to meet with me?
I think he'd give his favorite telescope to meet with you. He should be in his office now. I'll take you.
That's a big statement from Moses.
How are you feeling about me being here with all this going on?
Delighted.
I didn't know I could feel this happy. You invented a whole new emotion for me.
We love you, Chloe.
You're welcome.
Your visions, the fire, we'll figure it all out. I'm just so glad you're here.
Well, good. I guess I'll stick around.
I love them. Ooh, okay, that was an interesting convo. Ugh. Oops. Okay, hold on. My alarm went off for my meds, so med check for everyone. Make sure you take your meds if you haven't already. Oh yeah. Also, I'm using a new water bottle this week, and I have a lid on it so that it's like, it's not a straw lid, it's like just like an open, but it's like really awkward to drink. I think I need to put the straw lid back on because I have to like tilt it to drink from it. Sid, thanks for sending love to me. I appreciate that. Actually, this is good timing because ads are rolling right now. So, take the meds, take a sip of water. See, yeah. It looks so ridiculous watching me drink from this water bottle on stream. I'm dead. Let me reapply my lip gloss too while I'm at it. I've got the Roman ND, the one I'm always using. Let me just put this back on. I got it all over my water bottle. So, we basically confirmed Chloe. This Chloe is from like a different timeline than the one that Max is currently in. And it's probably a result of the mashing of the timelines. And I'm curious if Chloe being here and the mashing of the two timelines is maybe somehow tied to the cause of the fire. So I guess we will find out. I guess I'll wait the 15 more seconds until ads are done. So anyone that's stuck in ads can catch up with us too. Oh my gosh, there's a lot to unpack here. I'm kind of curious when we'll run into Safi again. Welcome back from those ads. Thank you for sitting through them. We waited for you guys to come back before we resumed the game. But now we're gonna jump back in.
Dude, is that what I think it is? You assholes have your own observatory? Okay. I know we have a fire and an existential crisis to solve, but I am definitely breaking in there tonight. Earth to Max. You good?
Sorry. I just still can't believe it. You're really here.
Of a good time travel / alternative timeline story. Yes, it's so
If I'm
good.
gonna feel okay about
I feel like by
being here
this
with
point it's
everything you
gotten
have going
very
on,
like complicated,
I don't want to be weighing you down.
but the OG
You're
game
not.
explores it in a really good way to start.
Then let's split up. I'll go up to the Science Palace and meet your friend while you go focus on the firefuckers.
Firebuggers.
I hate it, but you're right.
It's my curse. Go. Get some answers. I'll call you soon.
Max looks so pretty in this lighting. Oh no. Oh.
Chloe!
I'm okay, you goober. Now go.
Good luck. She
What
must have come
the?
looking for me, and I wasn't here. She found Moses, and she...
Ooh, interesting.
But I'm here now. And this time, I will make sure nothing happens to her.
So the scene that she had a flashback to was from the beginning of the game when she discovers the fire after returning from her weekend trip. And we saw Moses carrying someone, but we didn't see who. So now we know that it was Chloe. So that's crazy. So now we just saved Chloe again, I guess.
Just think about anything besides Chloe at the moment. But if I want her to remain alive, I need to start finding answers now.
I remember the first time I
Where
played
can
this,
dig
I
up
looked at
more
this president
information on
wall and I was like, wow,
Abraxas? Maybe I
they
can
really
find
just do
someone to
be
help
white
me.
men. And then they replaced the one woman and person of color with another white man. Love that.
I hope Yasmin forgives me for lying about Safi. I could really use a friend, huh? Yasmin was far from perfect, but damn do I miss having her in charge.
We also don't like Owen, the new president. He's kind of an a-hole. All right, text messages. Fremont Street section of Lakeport is currently closed. Any student found trespassing will be subject to disciplinary action. Okay, the Fremont Street section, that's where the Abraxas Society house is that Max was at last night that Chloe saved her from. So that's interesting. Diamond. Are you gonna give me any more than that? Wait, what? Heads up, there's an important visitor coming to your office now. ... So she's warning Moses that Chloe is coming. She's explaining that she broke into the Abraxas house and that Loretta was there. And then we'll probably meet up with Moses later. Safi says, I think I have some pressing matters to explore first with the administration. What do you mean, something with your mom? She says, you'll see soon enough, don't go stressing. Okay.
Guess I'm checking in with Vin this afternoon. I wonder if this is about the Abraxas house.
He says, I would like to formally request a meeting with you this afternoon to discuss an important matter. Your attendance is mandatory. Can a request be mandatory? If you don't accept my request, I am mandated to be pissed off about it. Want to give me a clue of what it's about? Not in the slightest. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate you. So Vin is the previous president of the Abraxas Society and also was Yasmin, the previous president's assistant. So kind of interesting. And then also throughout all of the Life is Strange games with Max, there's always her journal, and as we continue playing through the game, she kind of writes down her thoughts on things that are happening. So it looks like we have 2 more pages to read. Typical? Yeah, I know. I know, right? Unfortunate. I remember too the last time, so when I played the last game, it was right around when Kamala was running for president, and I was like, this is representing what could happen, but unfortunately that didn't happen, so... Anyway, holy shit, it's 4:02 a.m. I haven't slept. I'm writing this to help me stay awake. She's here. She's sleeping on my bed, likely drooling on my pillow right now. Chloe. Love of my life. Oh my god, thorn in my heart. God, I hope she doesn't read this. The first stage of grief is denial. The first stage of whatever this is also denial. This can't be happening, but I keep looking over the bed and... Chloe Elizabeth Price is here. Maybe if I keep writing it down, it won't sound so insane. She's dead. She's been dead. I heard her get shot. I stood by her casket. I spent years mourning her. I know she's dead. So why is she snoring right now? This is an interesting... It's like Max looking at the blue butterfly and the, like, you know, it's like Chloe's funeral. Pretty sure, but there's a butterfly on her casket. Hence the butterfly. She looked exhausted. She mentioned Indianapolis. How far did she drive in order to make her big interest and whisk me away from the Abrax? I fell asleep. I'm gonna put this journal away, but I can't sleep. Not yet. Not until the world starts making sense again. Interesting. Wait, what are we doing? Oh, meet with Vin. Okay. So we're meeting with him right now. Anything to look at? Hey, Vin. Oh, so Vin's probably still the assistant, but for the new president, Owen.
Vin's moved up in the world since his administrative
Director of
assistant days.
administration? Oh, it's funny. It's on the back.
Guessing the university wouldn't pay for a new nameplate, so he made one himself. Classic Vin. Vin has really built a career for himself as Caledon's president whisperer.
Hedgehog.
I can't believe Vin saddled his hedgehog with his own totally not embarrassing middle name.
What's that?
What the hell? You towed my car?
You mispronounced. Thank you for saving my job, Vin. I owe you several drinks. Owen is furious that the demolition was held up.
Oh, her car was parked
do you
at
think would
the
happen
Abraxas
If you
house?
found
What?
out you were there,
Bruh.
why were you there?
I think it's my turn to ask the questions.
Max, I don't have time for your sleuthing. Owen needs my help. The board is asking questions, and there goes my Saturday.
What has he gotten you mixed up in?
Nothing. The Abraxas house was irreparably damaged by the storm.
Thank you for the
Didn't look that bad to
hydrate,
me.
And
Alexa. I
Owen's
appreciate you.
Caledon 2.0
Everybody digs
plans
you.
hinge on the future site of the Scientific Institute for Caledon.
I
Unfortunately,
can't get over how
abbreviated.
it looks when I sip from my water bottle. I need to switch out for the straw.
I know he's a dick, but he's an ambitious leader, and he's got the backing of the board. So, the house is coming down.
Illegal or dangerous? Dangerous?
Loretta was in the house last night. Owen's recklessness could have gotten her killed.
Owen fast-tracked a planned demolition. Loretta was creeping around a condemned building in the middle of the night. Who's reckless here?
I don't understand. You were the president of Abraxas. Doesn't this bother you?
Of course it does. I want to keep Caledon weird. And I want to keep the Abraxas house in all of its haunted glory. But this is happening. All I can do is advocate. For Abraxas, you, and the arts in general, I'm doing my best.
Okay.
Now, are you gonna take my word for it?
I feel like Vin's kind of on
Or
her side.
are you gonna keep asking me questions that I can't answer?
If someone wanted to learn more about Abraxas, who should they talk to?
Oh God. Are you part of Loretta's weird crusade?
I don't mean Abraxas any harm, but I have questions. And I know better than to ask you.
Listen. Don't bother talking to anyone. The secret society has been secretive since the 90s, but it wasn't always that way. All I'm saying.
If you're working today, does that mean Owen is too?
Locked in there all morning. And no, you can't talk to him. I can't even get in there, and I've got 10 urgent messages for him.
Weird.
I can see you're swamped. I'll leave you to it.
Stay out of trouble, please.
Interesting. So we can't talk to Owen, the president. Research Abraxas. Okay. Anything to look at over here?
I don't think Vin has let all of his recent success get to his head. But it's hard to tell with him.
Caledon University, time to look forward.
Ugh, the Caledon rebrand is beginning.
Interesting.
When a slogan feels like a personal attack. Can I put my International Photography Award in here? Maybe it would get Owen to take me seriously.
Oh, Loretta. What up, Loretta?
I hope Loretta learned something from her brush with disaster last night, but I doubt it.
Good morning.
Immediately starts recording.
Okay. Promise is a promise.
What happened last night was terrifying. I hope you're taking care of yourself.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Question 1. What is your connection to the Abraxas Society?
I don't have one. Some of my students are members, but I'm not.
Then why were you in their basement last night?
Worried about Abraxas or worried about Owen?
Our new president has a lot of plans for Caledon. It appears that Abraxas is standing in the way of those plans.
Question 2. Should students be concerned about an unchecked secret society running?
Loretta. My turn. How are you doing?
I'm coping, honestly. I think it would help me get some closure if I understood what happened last night.
I respect the need for closure, and for answers.
I swear, Max, there's something weird about this. Abraxas is hiding something. Nobody's been able to take them on, ever. The Caledon Crier has been publishing for 60 years. You know what's in their archives? Puff pieces on how Abraxas throws the best parties. I've searched Abraxas and every other creepy occult word I could think of. Nothing of substance.
I'll make you a deal. In lieu of any more grilling, how about I find you some more search terms? Then we can pool our research.
I'll consider it.
Abraxas has a lot of secrets.
Okay.
It's time somebody cracked them.
Also, when they were showing Loretta, all I could see was the bust. And the bust proportions are so funny. Is this Yasmin?
Did someone
Oh, it's not.
vandalize this plaque? Or are they trying to add to Gretchen's list of accomplishments?
Member of Caledon University's first co-ed class, Gretchen pioneered the Caledon Women's Equality League, the Caledon Collar, and other initiatives that continue making Caledon a great place for students to this day.
I always make conversation and bad rock puns when I see Gretchen. She just has sentimental value.
Oh god, not the puns. What up, girl? She's just like staring straight ahead. History of the occult.
Vin adores Jack Parsons. I wonder if it's an Abraxas thing or a Vin thing.
The life and legacy of Jack Parsons. Few people achieve the levels of fame and notoriety that Jack Parsons did, and he managed to achieve it twice over as both a brilliant rocket scientist and an influential occultist. Interesting. Born October 2nd, 1914, Parsons was a daring, some might say reckless, engineer who died on June 17th, 1952 at the tragic age of 37 after an explosion in his home laboratory. Yeah, also, I'm like tripping. I'm tripping right now. Between his work with Aleister Crowley and L. Ron Hubbard, before Hubbard swindled him, and his contributions to the American counterculture movement, Parsons left an indelible mark. Some even credit him with our culture's growing interest in neo-paganism. Parsons is rightly seen as a pioneer in the aerospace industry, but his legacy is incomplete without an accounting of his contributions to modern occult practices. In all aspects of his life, he worked tirelessly to pierce the veil between the known and the great unknown. Interesting. Okay. Whoa. Okay, that angle though. They're sleeping. In college, I was never someone that could sleep. Especially in public places. Like, I had a lot of friends. There was like a area of our library called the 24-hour hub, so it was open, 24/7. And I had a lot of friends that we'd all meet up in there in between classes, and you kind of just like hang out with whoever was there. And a lot of my friends would go to this 24-hour hub and sleep on the couches there, like in between classes. And I was always like, I don't know how you guys fall asleep, because if I'm high maintenance about anything, it's my sleep. Like, I can't sleep in public
Learning
places.
through osmosis. Not a well-respected field, but the early research is promising.
Animal symbology.
I
I've never heard that
always
word before.
thought Abraxas was creepy. But at least it's the least creepy rooster-reptile hybrid.
What? Oh, Abraxas is a real name for a mythical creature? It's like when I see people sleeping in airports. Oh my god, yeah, if I ever get stuck in an airport overnight, like, there's no way in heck I'm gonna fall asleep. Especially if I'm alone, like, heck no. Couldn't be me. I can sometimes fall asleep on airplanes, but I don't know. I usually just like go in and out of sleep. But yeah, I'm too scared of like either someone watching me sleep without me knowing, or someone like coming up to me while I'm sleeping. I don't know. I guess that's like probably a pretty rational fear to have. Okay, let's see what this is about. Rooster reptile hybrids. In the mythological bestiary, a surprising number of... Wait, is that how you say that word? Isn't that also the name for like something weirder? Oh, I think that's how you say it. Bestiary. A descriptive or anecdotal treatise on various real or mythical kinds of animals. A surprising number of creatures come from a very unlikely pairing, that of a rooster and a reptile. That is weird. The list below is not even an exhaustive one. Basilisk, head and body of a rooster, tail of a snake. Gaze is instantly fatal, breath can choke victims, weakness, weasels. Abraxas, head of a rooster, body of a man, serpents for legs. What? Wait, I'm gonna Google this. Oh, that's terrifying. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. This is a Forget app. Okay. Y'all look. This is an Abraxas, apparently. Head of rooster, body of man, serpents for legs. A little terrifying, if I do say so myself. Okay, well, apparently that's the animal behind the name of the Abraxas Society. Wild, yeah. Differing accounts, either an Egyptian god or a demon. Okay, well, that's very differing descriptions for it. Name is said to have a magical meaning, maybe a shortened form of abracadabra. Historical associations with time, destiny, and balance. Ooh, okay, interesting. I didn't realize that was a real mythological creature. Okay, what else? We have Jack Parsons, the rooster reptile. Oh, here. Rituals and relics in modern life. Anything interesting here?
If a bunch of rowdy
It's fire.
Abraxans start building a
It's fire.
bonfire, it could get bad fast.
Playing with fire. Fire is nature's most beautiful and dangerous element. While we often think only of its destructive potential, it can also represent new beginnings, as fire can cleanse and reshape as well as destroy. It reminds the modern witch that she contains enormous power, which can turn dangerous, even devastating, if used without control. If you want to incorporate fire into your practice, a few pillar candles, red if you wish, will bring power and focus to your next ritual. Or consider building a bonfire where the beauty of the flame is on full display. Bonfire rituals are especially potent when combined with spells of banishment or forgetting. Plagued with thoughts of an ex, what better way to move forward than by taking an old love letter or photo and consigning it to the flames? Oh. Well, last time we played, there was a part where Max was speculating that the Abraxas Society may still have like occultist practices because that's the way it started. It started like kind of as a cult. So maybe they're the ones playing with fire that causes the big fire. I don't know. Let's see what we can share with Loretta.
Try Jack Parsons.
One article. Already read this one. I told you. Puff pieces.
When I heard about Diamond,
I know. That's when I really started digging into Abraxas.
The Abraxas Society is reeling from the sudden departure of their president, Diamond Washington, after only one semester in power. Abraxans were surprised to discover that the president's quarters were vacant on Monday morning, 2 weeks before the end of the semester. Washington left behind a note saying that she was leaving school and resigning from the presidency, but did not offer any explanations. Abraxas is currently scheduling an emergency election for the presidency, and some members are wondering if the group is in trouble. However, Vin Lang, the previous president, thinks the society has a bright future. Listen, being the president is hard, but it's not off the grid hard, Lang said. When I got to Caledon, I was a gawky theater kid with a crush on Jack Parsons. What an interesting person to have a crush on. Abraxas was a beautiful refuge from the stress of college, and its members have gone on to do great things in many industries. Lang himself may be proof of Abraxas's magic touch. He recently celebrated a promotion to Director of Administration at Caledon and was just named the first ever recipient of the school's Regents Chair Grant, which will allow him to pursue an MBA. Okay. Bonfire.
Can you try Bonfire? A few Labor Day parties, a production of The Arsonists, and... Oh.
What is
look
it?
at the date. That's this weekend. Do they have an annual bonfire?
September
They missed out
22nd.
Amateurs.
I mean,
September 22nd,
it's a
1997.
student newspaper. You're all amateurs.
Excuse you.
Max. So today in the game, it's September 21st. So this, if they do this on September 22nd every year, then it would be tomorrow. Bonfire at Secret Society House raises questions. A large bonfire at the Abraxas house got out of control and spread to the lawn on Saturday. The Lakeport Fire Department was called to 3180 Fremont Street after several neighbors noticed the smell of smoke. When the fire department arrived, the flames were mostly extinguished. The society issued a statement this morning, apologizing for the fire and assuring the community that no underage drinking took place. This brush with the police comes after the society has been implicated in several high-profile pranks and hosted last year's memorable Krampus party. Well, memorable for those of us who weren't taken to the ER for alcohol poisoning. Oh my god. Some students defend the society's antics, while others feel that Abraxas has strayed too far from its occult roots. Interesting. Gretchen.
Look for Gretchen Kostov, the founder of the newspaper. There's gonna be a lot.
Oops.
Okay.
Mummy.
Several articles written by her, a few reviews of her films, and
Huh. The Abraxas Society wasn't always the Abraxas Society.
But it seems like the occultist stuff was there from the beginning.
December 11th, 1979. Women's Equality League reports changes. The Caledon Women's Equality League is changing their name next year. The group is inviting members to submit ideas for new names, which will be voted on in the upcoming semester. The league has already seen many changes in the last decade. Founder Gretchen Kostov had to fight an uphill battle, first when establishing the group and later when finding them housing off campus. At the time, according to Lakeport law, any house with 2 or more unrelated women living together was legally a brothel? What the F? Time for me to go to sleep. Thank you, Sydney. Have a good sleep. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have good eats. Good night. Since setting up residency at 3180 Fremont Street, the group has hosted numerous anti-war protests and seasonal occult rituals. While members are tight-lipped about their ceremonies, several members have stated that the group is neither a cult nor a coven. The league started allowing male members last year, perhaps prompting this name change. Okay, so it started as the Women's Equality League.
So, what do we know?
That Abraxas has been getting away with mayhem for decades. They could do anything to anyone, and we'd never know.
But the party wasn't on just any day. Is there something special about this weekend? I'll be right back.
Where are we going? Sabbats, a celebration of seasons.
3rd week of September.
Ooh.
That's this week.
Mabon. I don't know how to say that. The autumn equinox. In the northern hemisphere, Mabon, maybe it's Mabon. Mabon occurs in the 3rd week of September and marks the first day of the autumn season. Sometimes called Witches' Thanksgiving, it is a day of harvest festivals and nature walks as summer gives way to fall. Participants often hold feasts to celebrate nature's bounty or channel their creativity into autumnal arts and crafts. While Mabon, I probably pronounced that 5 different ways, is a moment when light and dark are in perfect balance, it's also a reminder that the easy days of summer are behind us. What will the coming winter bring, and what shadows will lurk in the lengthening dark? Oh, ominous. Okay, let's talk to Loretta.
Okay, try Mabon.
Mabon.
Oh, here we go. A masked Mabon party? And look, it's the same weekend as the other article. They must be prepping for another one tonight.
K-pop Demon Hunters McDonald's meals launch tomorrow? Oh my god. Are they gonna have KPDH kids toys? I used to love collecting McDonald's kids meals toys. I had like a whole drawer in my childhood bedroom just dedicated to McDonald's kids meal toys or Happy Meal toys. That's cute. Yeah, you gotta do it. Okay, September 24th, 1984. Dark Magic at Caledon, Special Investigation. Did you know that here on our very own campus in Occult Society might be practicing the dark arts? They've even been known to play Dungeons and Dragons. This reporter won't name the group, who have threatened previous investigators with libel lawsuits, but I can exclusively report that last Saturday, a Mabon party took place off campus. Attendees wore masks and drank potions from engraved goblets. At midnight, an unknown ritual took place in the basement. This photograph was obtained from an anonymous source who was eager to convince me that Mabon isn't satanic. It just celebrates the cycle of death and rebirth, and that the rumors of human sacrifice are greatly exaggerated. The source ended the conversation after I asked whether their famed Hall of Secrets contains, as many have speculated, a portal to hell. What is that in front of them? Is that a radio? it's called like such a weird shape to it. And these masks are really creepy. I'm not gonna lie. They have photo cards? Oh my gosh, no way. That's really cute. Dang.
This is what we
I need to go to
need.
McDonald's. What?
I just have to get my hands on a mask, and I could go anywhere.
Loretta about to sneak into the Maven party. Wait, what's happening to Max? Flashback? Triggered?
There won't be a party. We need to talk to Vin and shut
Oh,
it
because
down.
maybe they do a bonfire at the Maven party and
Hold
then
on.
that spreads to
about this.
campus.
I'll post part 1 of my podcast tonight, then we'll go and ask people about it. They'll spill their guts.
No way.
Sneaky,
It's too
sneaky.
risky.
Risky how? You're still not telling me something, aren't you? I told the police I was in that basement alone. Now you're stonewalling me?
Oop.
Someone anonymously threatened the school. I can't get anyone to take it seriously, and I'm looking into it myself. That's the truth.
I knew there was something.
Wait, is that a
Max,
lie?
this
I think that
party
might
is
be a
how we
lie.
find the truth. I'm out of leads. President Teller ignored my requests for a comment. Reggie says I'm crazy. Tonight is my last chance.
Okay. I have a responsibility to try and stop the party. But Abraxas has ways of getting around the authorities, so I don't know how much good it'll do. I know you want answers. I also know that if you go to the Abraxas house tonight, you'll be putting yourself in danger. Again. Promise me you won't do that.
I promise I will try to find the truth and not do anything stupid in the process. I'm sorry. That's the best I can do.
Fire. Imagine being Loretta and like
I could
the
rewind
majority
and
of your
make Loretta
identity
forget
during
the party
college
even
is
happening. But
this
is that a
society
step
and
too
trying to
far?
figure out and report on everything that's going on in it. Like, that's gotta mess up Loretta in some ways, especially once this all comes to a head. Also, I find it interesting that Max is probably literally like in her mid-20s, late 20s, maybe even like 30. And she has this kind of a relationship with her student, but that's kind of Max's doing, getting involved with this kind of stuff anyway. Okay, I'm actually gonna take a little break. I need to stand up and stretch because I'm shrimping so hard right now. I can tell my body just needs to stand up. So I'm gonna take a quick little break. I will be back in a little bit. This is a really good time to stretch, hydrate, get a snack, take your meds. That's what I'm gonna do. I didn't mention this at the beginning of the stream, but yesterday I think I ate some strawberries that had mold. Or like today I opened my strawberry container and there was one with like a ton of mold on the bottom, which means I ate ones on the top. And if you know anything about mold, you know the spores are gonna like expose everything else around it. So I feel like I might have had some moldy stuff in my tummy last night or yesterday, which means my stomach has some like mild cramping today. So I'm gonna go make some peppermint tea and see if that can help. And then I'm gonna replace my water bottle sippy thing with my straw lid because I can't stand seeing myself go like this on stream. Oh my god, it's so embarrassing. So I'm gonna go do that. And I will be RB. Friends, I'm back. Hi Mallet, thanks for getting your daily blossom. How are you? We're doing well. Mallet, we're getting further. We're Life is Strange reunion. Getting good. I'm back with my peppermint tea and my Christmas mug because we love Christmas at all times of the year in this house. I also have so many random like doodads on my desk, like little dongle, my nail that came off, a new pair of nails that I'm gonna put on, which by the way, look at these. They're like strawberry bear pink coated, pink and yellow, like It's so my aesthetic. Yeah, I'm gonna let my tea steep for a little bit longer. I got my water. I switched it out for my straw lid so you don't have to see me tilt my water bottle all funny. I also forgot to talk about this earlier. I was totally intending to, but have any of you seen the show called The Pit on HBO Max? I've been hearing so much about it since the Emmys when they won a bunch of awards, I think, or were nominated for a bunch. And I started watching it yesterday, and I'm actually really obsessed. It's like the concept of, or it's one of those like ER shows, but the concept that makes it unique is that one episode equals 1 hour in the show. So it's almost like we're living in real time with the story, which is really cool. And yesterday when I was watching it, I picked up on like 2 separate references they made to Wicked, and I was like, all right, I love this show. All right, let me close my door really quick. And now we're gonna keep playing. So last we left off, we were talking to Loretta, and we made a lot of discoveries about Abraxas Society. We figured out that this weekend is significant, not only because today in the game, September 21st, is Max's birthday, but also tomorrow, Sunday, September 22nd in the game, is when the Abraxas Society hosts their annual Mabon party, which is to celebrate, like, I guess the 3rd week of September, or the specific date has, like, significance with occultist practices. And they're likely intending to throw this party and have a big bonfire that we're kind of thinking or suspecting might be the cause of the big fire in the game. So I'm sure we're gonna dig into it and find out what else happens, but let's resume. I forgot what we're doing. I think we have to stop the party, right? Yeah. Stop the party. Well, where are we supposed to go? Can we go out this way? Wait, what does that say?
Abraxas is really going to war with the administration. Not sure who's winning.
After the events of Labor Day weekend, this door will remain locked every Friday at 5 p.m. until Monday at 8 a.m. While school spirit is an admirable quality, the Abraxas Society logo does contain a rooster. The society is reminded that roosters are not pranks. They are living creatures, and they did not enjoy being sequestered in the mailroom. Oh my gosh. What a terrible prank. Those poor roosters. Okay, sorry, I'm just taking out the tea leaves for my tea. Okay, can we go this way, or do we need to go out the front? Alright, we gotta go the other way. That's awkward. Can we talk to Vin again, or nah? Let's see. We can.
Sorry, me again. Vin, you have to cancel the Mabon party.
Whoa.
He did.
Her voice in the
I
audio
told
was like out
Reggie
of
there
sync,
wasn't a
or the
good
voice in
backup
her
spot to build a
animation.
bonfire. It's canceled as of last.
Vin, I need that file from the archive by end of day.
Got it right here.
It's Owen.
Sir, about these messages.
They'll have to wait.
What is he
Vin
working
looked
on?
like he wanted to chase Owen out of the room. Maybe I can push him over the edge.
Oh, okay, rewind.
I should rewind. Vin and I are friends, but he won't just let me stroll into his boss's office.
Sorry, me. You need help getting Owen's attention? Loretta is planning to release her podcast about the demolition tonight. But maybe if Owen gives her the comment she's after, he can reduce the damage.
Holy shit. That will get his attention. And, oh god.
Oh god.
Make him supremely angry.
The audio's out of sync with the
Still.
animation again.
Thank you.
That looks really
Vin,
wild.
I need that file from...
Sir, I have to speak with you. Immediately.
Not now.
it's new information about that podcast.
Fine. Walk with me.
Ooh.
That should buy me enough time
Alright,
to search the office.
Also, let me know if the game is too
Normally,
quiet.
I wouldn't suspect Caledon's
I can't
president of
tell.
arson. But someone's about to burn down the building he wants to get rid of.
Mm-hmm.
Can I hate something that would make Moses happy? I think I can. Owen could work anywhere he wanted, but he came back to Caledon. I thought that was sweet. Before... Did he lose his key or something?
Oh, what the?
Everyone keeps saying that the Abraxas house is badly damaged. But I didn't see anything wrong.
Buyer will not demolish the building located at 3180 Fremont Street, referred to as the Abraxas house, until receiving a signed order of demolition from the Lakeport County Court. Said order is contingent upon a visit from a structural engineer scheduled to take place on Monday, September 23rd. Once the structural engineer, hereafter referred to as the engineer, confirms that the building is damaged beyond repair, the order of demolition can be resubmitted. Oh. Interesting. So maybe something suspicious going on.
Everyone keeps
Not bad
saying
game.
that the Abraxas house is bad.
Computer.
Nice, still logged in.
From New England Rec Kings to Owen Teller. Subject, the fuck. Owen, my guys are telling me that you're throwing them under the bus to the Lakeport PD. Listen, I've got plenty of words for the idiots who didn't check the basement, but who told them that the demolition had been approved? Who assured me to my face that the court documents were on their way and that it has to be tonight? Do you know how much shit I'd be in if the cops had found the explosives? I had to hide them in a dumpster like a fucking mobster. I only took this contract as a favor to Yasmin, but we're done. I told my guys to pull the equipment, find someone else to do your dirty work, and get your fancy team of lawyers ready, asshole. So this must be the company that's responsible, or that Owen wanted to do the demolition.
Owen's trying to seem more likable, so he outsources the job to a chatbot.
Oh
This
god.
fucking guy.
Not the references to AI. From Ben to Owen, subject new Kali interface. Sir, the new AI chat program is ready for your review. I downloaded it to your desktop this morning. As I've said, I have some concerns about using your voice. I know we're attempting to address the unlikable and unrelatable accusations, but even with more boundary conditions, a user could get you to say just about anything. I'm sure you can imagine the potential downsides and PR nightmares that could follow. Let me know if you have any feedback for the developer.
Oh, that doesn't sound like Owen at all.
Yikes. Okay. From Yasmin to Owen. Subject, last night. I'm getting calls from the demolition company. Stan is furious and threatening to sue. What happened to the Abraxas house last night? Or what happened at the Abraxas house last night? Yasmin. I think the real question is, how did you fuck up your relationship with your daughter so badly that she doesn't even answer your calls? Maybe you should stop trying. Or maybe I should offer her a professorship. She's clearly the real talent in the family. Owen. Are you feeling alright? We'll discuss your previous message after the call of the board. I suggest you get your head on straight before then. Yasmin. Yeah, what the... That was so out of pocket. Logos. Oh. What kind of bird is that? Is it like a firebird? Wait. Firebird. Is that what it's called? Thunderbird? It's a Thunderbird, right? Thunderbird fire. Isn't Thunderbirds... Is there a relationship between Thunderbirds and fires? Thunderbirds and fire. I don't know. But I feel like this maybe this bird logo has something to do with fire if we're tying in all the fire motifs.
Hi, I'm Callie, your Caledon automated assistant. How can I help you today? The Abraxas Society was founded in 1962 by Gretchen Kostok. Originally known as the Caledon Women's Equality League, the group is open to all students in good academic standing.
Was worth a shot.
Hmm. Hello?
President
there.
Teller has his weekly meeting scheduled with Reggie Kagan. Location, Central Quad.
Why do they have a weekly
Wait,
meeting?
he was just here.
Instructor Caulfield, your class size and inattention to grading have raised questions as to the efficacy of your course.
Wow, even the robot knows that Owen doesn't respect me.
LOL.
President Teller has his weekly
Okay,
meeting
we already saw
scheduled
that.
with Reggie Kagan.
Breaking into
Location,
his own
Central
files?
Quad.
Wait, weird. He was
Oh God,
just
the audio.
here. That wasn't Owen just now.
Safi!
Shit.
No.
What
What?
was she doing in Owen's office?
She's shapeshifting as Owen.
She asked Vin to get a file for her. She's up to something.
Oh, she.
Oh no.
Hi, I'm
Max? Are you, like, in there?
Wait, what?
Owen just said he'd been trying to break into
What?
his office? I told him
I've
he's
never
crazy.
seen- Oh.
But he insisted I check, so... President Teller's off. Sir?
Vin, you are an exemplary employee. Please take this afternoon off.
What? You just told me I
Uh-oh.
couldn't leave until after the conference call.
Rewind.
Fuck it. I'm coming in.
Rewind.
But he insisted I check, so...
I need a
I
distraction.
really hope no one is in there listening to me right now.
Vin, I just received a package. Please retrieve it from the mailroom.
Sir, it's the weekend. The mailroom is closed today.
Oops.
Mailrooms are designed for a dissemination and distribution of letters and packages. The U.S. Postal Service
Alright,
was
that was
founded
not
by
the right
Benjamin
choice.
Franklin in 1775.
What the hell? Fuck it.
Go back. One more try.
Fuck it.
Frick. No, I was too slow.
Max? Are you like...
No.
Max? Are
Talk
you
in the
like,
library.
in there?
Play.
Vin, please meet me in the library. We need to discuss tech and corporate synergies.
Sure. I'll see you there.
Saved. We only need to do it 3 times. Oh wait, let's look through here.
Everyone
already
keeps
did.
saying that the Abraxas house is badly damaged. But I didn't see anything wrong.
Okay, I guess we can just leave. Oh no, the rewind thing is like glitching and showing in the left corner. Oops.
You want to play cat and mouse, Sophie? Let's play.
Let's go find Safi. Okay, that was interesting. So the Abraxas house isn't showing any signs of like damage, but that was the reason cited for demolishing it, which maybe Owen lied about.
Sophie could be anywhere.
And Safi is shapeshifting as Owen.
Knowing her, she probably stuck around to watch me squirm.
Oh, there's Owen and Reggie. Is that the real Owen?
I need your assurance that our understanding still holds. This isn't just about Abraxas's future, Reggie. It's about yours, too.
Max, hey. I needed to ask you about yesterday's assignment. Do you have a minute? Sorry, President Teller, I really need to understand this whole, a negative space thing.
He wanted out of that combo.
Why do I suspect you're not looking to talk photography?
Sorry, I just needed to get out of there.
Are you okay?
It's been a day. Owen's breathing down my neck, up to my ass in angry emails, and now Marlon says I'm acting crazy.
Why would he say that?
When I saw him this morning, he asked if he could borrow something important, and now he's saying he never even saw me. Stoner. He probably just lost it and he doesn't want to admit it. But it's extremely important for reasons that are extremely time sensitive.
Does it have to do with the Maybon party by any chance?
Maybon? What is that?
Reggie, I know the party was officially canceled. It would be a very bad idea to hold it anyway.
I always appreciate your advice, Max. It's fine. It's probably a whole stack if I'm down in the basement. I just need to get there early.
So the party is still at the Abraxas house. Good to know.
What was that talk with you and Owen about? It sounded intense.
Nothing important. Just ensuring the success of Caledon 2.0. No pressure.
He said the two of you had an understanding?
Understanding? Who really understands anything these days? What does that word even mean, you know?
Reggie, I know there's a lot going on. Just be careful.
I always am. See you around, Max.
That was
What is
definitely
he
Reggie.
doing?
But what about the rest of the quad?
So silly.
When Safi was impersonating Owen, she took a Caledon folder from Vin. That's my tell. Anyone with a Caledon folder could be Safi. I need to check out each one I find. Safi was just shapeshifted as Owen. Maybe she didn't have time to change. Unsurprisingly, Owen is being a Cairn Karen. The whole school feels about as stable as you do right now.
All those affected by the storm may participate with care in this act of rebuilding and resilience. Aww. That's kind of sad.
Safi was just shapeshifted as Owen. Maybe she...
I don't mean to interrupt.
Well, unless you want to help me liaise with the Abraxas Alumni Network, you are. Excuse me.
I can't just push Owen to top.
Find someone to distract Owen. Who? An alumni? Hi, Larissa. Thanks for getting your daily blossom.
Not a folder to be seen. Good.
So cute. Walking home. Okay, safe walk. Hope you had good glasses. I have to find like a... Oh, here. Can we talk to the custodian?
The man has absolutely no hold on this
He's
guy.
always dancing. I'm confused. We need to find someone to distract Owen. Who's this? What the?
Still no sign of Safi. I have to keep looking.
Down with President Teller!
What mask is that? What the? Oh, here.
President Teller's sitting in the quad over there. I'm not sure he can hear you.
I can do something about that. Thanks, lady.
I hope the power of protest is enough to get Owen away from that folder.
So do we talk to Owen now? Let's see.
I'd
Defend the students' right to self-govern!
Let's go.
Oh, what is it now?
What is it?
Well, this certainly wasn't pulled from the archives. Must be the real Owen.
Last night, or this is from the board call. Last night was an entirely avoidable incident, handled quietly, could have been catastrophic. Go over police report, miscommunication with demolition team, no better time to demolish the building. Creepy abandoned building will always attract attention, need to act faster, could cave in. We're not trying to close Abraxas, but disbanding is always an option if they keep acting up. Reggie's attempts to get Alumni Network on board with the move mixed. Relocation options, not a lot of Victorian mansions for sale have offered to build a new house, but alumni are being little shits. Pivot to Caledon 2.0. Share new architectural plans. Show the logo without slogan. Ask for thoughts on possible slogans. Yasmin will generate consensus for time to look forward. Don't forget, Tom's daughter's birthday is next week. Don't yell. Right. Not Safi.
Reggie's gonna deal with it. Did you know he was an economics major before he met you and switched to visual arts?
Ew.
What a shame.
I don't like this guy at all.
Your plans to expand the campus are receiving a lot of pushback. Have you had any second thoughts?
Of course not. The situation in academia is dire. If we aren't aggressive in securing our future, we won't have one.
If you change Caledon beyond recognition, have you secured its future at all?
A question for philosophers and linguists who, despite my better judgment, still have majors here.
You really seem to have it out for the Abraxas Society.
Yes. How dare I want to get rid of a damaged building and build some much-needed classroom space?
I have nothing against a new science building. But
Loretta Rice is tenacious in her pursuit of rumor and nonsense. All the more reason to demolish the house and move past the rumors once and for all.
So you became the president of a liberal arts college, but you hate the arts. What's that about?
Contrary to the graffiti around campus, I'm not a heartless suit. For example, I'm something of a collector of Stieglitz prints.
Exactly what a suit would say.
You know, every millionaire I've ever met has a favorite artist that they love to name drop.
You've met many, have you? At your exhibitions and such? Because you rely on their patronage.
Oh my
I did,
gosh.
before I came to Caledon, where I can build a career
This
without
guy's an
catering to the
ale.
richest common denominator.
See ya.
I'll let you get back to it.
Please.
Yikers. This man. SMH. Alright. Where is Safi?
Hello?
Hey, hippie. Just checking in.
Have you talked to Moses?
Not yet. He's with a student. I'm just sitting outside the planetarium, trying to imagine what it would be like to go to school here. But if I had that kind of money, I'd probably just buy a tour bus.
You are gonna love Moses. I wish I could be there for this meeting of the minds.
I don't. This way, we can jump straight into talking shit about you.
Har. Well, I'm sure he'll have some theories about what's happening with you. He'll probably want to run some tests, too. He can get a little test happy when it comes to powers and timelines.
On my trip out here, I spent hours wondering what it would be like to see you again. But I never expected mad scientist friend hangout.
What did you expect?
Most often, a slammed door in my face.
Really? Why?
This sculpture is so sad.
You never responded to my
It
text.
looks like the water is like
I
her
didn't
tears.
know it was you. I didn't have your number in this reality.
I want to look closer at that.
I barely even believed it was you when you showed up in person.
Excuses, excuses.
So what I'm hearing is, even though the school's in danger and reality's a mess, this trip is going better than you expected?
Oh. Damn. I guess it is.
I should get back to the search. I'll text you when I know anything.
See you soon.
We love Chloe. Alright, who else has a Caledon folder? Also, yeah, this sculpture of the girl, I never noticed there was a girl like sitting on top of it.
Sophie
look.
knows all the English teachers. If she wanted to blend in, maybe she'd choose one of them?
Are we sure we want to do this? What if my husband finds out?
I already told my husband. He was excited until I told him he couldn't watch.
Oh, Max, can you give us a moment? We're discussing some plans.
What?
What?
Okay, so they were talking about doing a presentation together. That makes way
Bruh.
more sense than where my mind
Threesomes
went.
or presentation?
Did I hear that right?
I wish my husband was as open-minded as yours. Okay, I'll book us the hotel room.
Try to get one on the top floor. We could get pretty loud.
Oh my god, they're really playing into that.
Whatever you wind up doing in that hotel is your business, ladies.
Okay, so not them. Look. That's so sad.
Sometimes this sculpture feels like a self-portrait. Not today, though.
Like, who chooses to put this on a college campus? Like, it's beautiful, but like, for a college campus? I don't know. More sleeping students. Alright, where else? Who else is there? Ooh, photo. It's gonna look so silly. I love it. Did it say anything on it?
These little gnomes are moving around. So cute.
Oh, look. Another person
Sophie
with a
saw
folder.
my class. Maybe she'd shapeshift as one of my students to...
Hey, Jeanette.
Oh, hey, Max. Fancy seeing you here.
Doing some alfresco homework?
Oh, no, it's a personal project.
Were you pleased with the photos you took in class?
Definitely. But I wanted to get a few more to choose from. I asked Reggie if he wanted to shoot together, but he said he had some pressing plans. Lame.
I'll leave you to it. See you in class.
Max, have you ever... I'm sort of thinking about applying to grad school.
For what?
Oh. I shouldn't have...
Aw.
Never mind.
Wait, Jeanette, I didn't...
It's cool, Max. I'll see you in class.
Oop. We messed that up. Rewind.
meaning to ask you. Have you ever considered applying to grad school for photography?
Yes, actually. I wanted to ask you about it, but I figured if you thought it was a good idea, you would have probably.
Aww.
I'm sorry. I'm still new at teaching, and I'm not used to people caring about my opinion. But of course, I think you're good enough.
Most of the applications require an artist statement, so I've been working on one. Would you mind taking a look?
I'd love to.
Ugh, it sounds really pretentious.
Artist statements are just like that. You're right in the pocket.
I know it's a long shot, but I really love your class, and some of these programs have financial aid, so...
So what on earth do you have to lose by applying?
Exactly.
Okay, let's meet after class on Tuesday. I'll do my own research on MFA programs, and we can touch base.
That would be amazing.
Aww.
Hey, don't wait for other people to tell you that you're an artist. You are an artist, whether they see it or not.
Wow. Thanks, Max. I'm so lucky to have you as my mentor.
Don't start crying. Don't start crying.
I love Jeanette. She reminds me of myself a lot when I was in school. Oh.
Please tell me Safi isn't with her mother right now. Or being her mother right now.
Hmm? Oh no.
Max, you're out here.
Set him in Owen's office.
Complaining about the new boss to the old boss?
And to think I used to complain about her. I didn't know how good I had it.
Nor does Owen. Once everything calms down, he'll be able to appreciate everything you're doing for him. Just give him time.
I know how she manipulates people with flattery, but it still works.
Is this an official graduate program performance review?
Officially? No. Unofficially, I could not be prouder or more honored that Vin is the first Regent's Chair grant recipient of my tenure.
I never thought I'd make it to college, let alone business school. Caledon's given me so much. And yet, somehow I managed to give it even more in return.
This grant is set up to foster the next generation of Caledon leadership. There is no one more deserving.
Owen has a lot of big plans for the school. How is the board handling it?
The way they handle everything, by clutching their pearls. And they're all rich retirees, so they literally wear pearls.
We do. We have a call scheduled this afternoon to hear some updates about his Caledon 2.0 plans. I'm sure it will be as lively as ever.
If not livelier.
I'll leave you two to catch up.
Enjoy your weekend. The campus is beautiful this time of year.
Yeah, go take your next famous photo. Preferably of me.
You know I always support your work, Maxine, but if you take his portrait before you take mine...
Don't listen to her.
Maybe I can use this photo to get to the folder on the table.
Huh?
Mind if I move that folder? My last shot felt a little cluttered.
Thank you for reminding me. It's yours. That auditing student handed it to me and told me to pass it on if I saw you. Strange girl.
And while we'd love to stay in pose,
Was
we
it Safi?
really should get ready for the call with the board. Pray for us.
That was fun. Meet me at the Turtle for part 2.
Bruh, Sophie's playing such a
XOXO.
game.
Safi's just fucking with me now. She's not even here.
Why though? I don't get it.
Safi's been one step ahead of me this whole time. Hopefully now I
Like
can
just
get
for
some
funsies,
answers.
she wants to mess with Max. What? Crazy.
It started in December, but lately it's been getting worse. So I came to Max for help. And she told me, I guess you know, that I died. That my memories of what happened to us after high school didn't happen. At least, not to her. Basically, I shouldn't be here. By the way, you're doing pretty well with this whole talking to a dead girl thing.
Well, if you're friends with Max long enough, you get used to it. But I have many questions.
Do you know what it means? The visions, the different realities smashed together?
I have some, I want to say theories, but they're closer to fears at this point. Give me a minute. Max told me you're into astronomy. You want to take a look around? There's an image I captured upstairs that could be a new celestial object. Or it's just a speck of dust. Either way, you can help me name it.
Seriously? You're on.
All right, Moses. Let's see if you're as nerdy as...
Hmm. Oh my gosh, this is so silly. Okay, here is Chloe's journal. So let's see what it says. Last night's show in Salt Lake City started off well enough. Plenty of punks in the SLC who are prime drugstore converts. Nearly... Oh wait, I think we read this. Oh yeah, okay, hold on. Next page. After hundreds of miles, thousands of questions, and countless times playing every scenario out in my head, it happened. I met up with Max. And it wasn't a moment too soon. For all my worrying, it turned out that Max was the one in trouble, and I got to save her ass. Sure, I got into some beef with a loudmouth local and an overly enthusiastic bouncer along the way. I guess I'm banned from the university now, not exactly the best first impression. Oh, it's a security guard. Hi, Livy. Oh my gosh, thank you. You're so sweet. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. Hi. Hi, Livy. Hope you had a good start to your week. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry I missed your pirate stream. I was out, but I hope everything went well at work and with your stream. And thanks for coming in to say hi. It was almost too perfect how I swept in on her at this creepy house she was breaking into and whisked her away before the cops came. But man, the way she looked at me in the truck after we got back before I crashed out, it was like she was staring at a ghost. It was probably just the shock, but maybe it was something to do with these horrible visions. I've heard her rummaging around downstairs. I guess I'd better go. I don't think this conversation will be anything like the thousands I've been prepping in my head. Maybe that's for the best. I'm spring cleaning and I feel amazing and the house looks good. Aw. I'm so happy to hear that, Livy. I love spring cleaning. It always feels nice to go through and clean and get ready for a new season. Hi, Mocha. Happy Monday. I hope you're doing well.
Max says you are.
We're playing Life is Strange Reunion, which has been so much fun. We had to play as both Chloe and Max. And if you guys have never played the Life is Strange games,
Wow.
they're
Moses flies
so
his
good.
lead
Highly
flag
recommend if you're
high.
into like Choices Matter story games. This game just came out last Thursday. And I think it's supposed to be the last Life
In
is Strange game,
space,
which is crazy.
No one can hear your sick beats.
Hi, Esper Cat. Thank you for getting your daily blossom.
I should arrest this guy for future arson, just to be safe. Is that Nebula Rain? Only lesbians and uber nerds know about her.
For those of you that don't know, Life is Strange, the main characters are Max and Chloe, and they are the cutest. They're my favorite, like,
I wish my job would let me
couple
keep
ever.
a nerd den. Max isn't thinking
I love
about
my
her
girl
birthday right
lovers.
now.
Oh,
All the more reason to get her something.
weekly hot chocolate with Max. That is so freaking cute. Okay, what are we supposed to do? Name Moses is find. Okay, I think we're supposed to go upstairs. Anything else to look at?
This guy's being very polite to the crazy girl who showed up at his office and monologued about alternate realities. Maybe Moses would let me print something for Max's birthday.
Hmm. Okay. What's this? What the?
Simultaneously existing in a state of dead and hanging in there. I know the feeling.
Same girl.
This is the coolest kettle in the history of heating liquids. I'm not big on the magical schoolgirl thing, but she gets badass points for that eye patch.
Okay, cute.
If I wanted to make Moses's day, I could ask for his anime recommendations. Is this an art room or a physics lab? Moses seems to know how to blend the two with expertise. So many post-its. I've got to take this guy outside some night and ask him questions.
Whoa. Suspects.
Moses is going full Pepe Sylvia with this investigation.
Oh, suspects of starting the fire.
Those guys at
Probably.
the bar are planning their protest for tomorrow? I don't like that timing at all.
Culture clash
Agreed.
or something
And the form is
darker.
password protected. If someone was able to obtain it,
I'm on it.
Okay, it says, it's been over 9 months since the storm that battered Lakeport and destroyed several local businesses. As residents attempt to rebuild, some of them are uniting in their criticisms of an unlikely target. I've been trying to get my insurance to pay out for months now, says Joey Powell, the owner of Cooler's Bar and Grill, which has struggled to reopen in the months since the storm. Meanwhile, Caledon is happy to screw over the town. The new science complex is just the start. Some locals seem to agree that the university is capitalizing on the town's misfortune. Tensions have been growing in recent months, with several altercations taking place between Lakeport residents and Caledon students and staff. A few of these skirmishes have happened in or outside the Snapping Turtle. The bar is a favorite of Lakeport locals and also serves many Caledon students thanks to its proximity to campus. A lot of anti-Caledon sentiment has also been shared on a password-protected message board on StrifeNet, a forum website. The Lakeport Daily News was unable to gain access to the board, but an anonymous source reported that several members have already been suspended for violating the forum's rules against violent threats. Oh. Okay, interesting. So, what's going on there, in case you're just
Those
joining
guys
us?
at the bar are planning their protest for tomorrow?
Basically,
I don't like that timing at all.
there was a storm
Agreed.
caused
And the
last
forum is
game
password
in Life is
protected.
Strange Double Exposure by
someone was
Max
able to
messing with the
obtain it,
timelines,
I'm on
and it kind of wrecked the town of Lakeport where we are currently in the game. And the University Caledon, which is where Max is a photography professor at, wants to expand its campus by demolishing part of the neighborhood of Lakeport. And so a lot of people are really against Caledon and the new president that is really pushing for this. And it sounds like they're going to protest the Caledon expansion, which is interesting.
A bunch of guys getting pissed off on a message board. This never ends well.
True.
That's where I found Max last night. The place would be rubble if she hadn't been there.
and Max thinks the house is where the fire started. I don't know why it's important, only that it is.
Demolition averted, tensions high on Fremont Street. So Fremont Street is where the house, the Abraxas house, is. Early this morning, Lakeport PD responded to the sound of demolition sirens at a mansion on 3180 Fremont Street, the home of Caledon University's secretive Abraxas Society. The building was scheduled to be demolished this fall until complaints from the Lakeport Historical Commission and the Abraxas Alumni Network were enough to halt the process, or so they believed. The demolition appeared to be in progress when police arrived, though no explosive charges were found when police gained access to the basement. One Caledon student was found at the site and released after questioning. When asked for a comment, Abraxas president Reggie Kagan replied that the whole thing has gone so up before realizing he was late for a trigonometry class. Caledon's president Owen Teller has yet to respond. Meanwhile, the Lakeport Historical Commission has issued a statement. This is a blatant attempt by the Caledon administration to circumvent the law. The president of a liberal arts college should be familiar with the term hubris and its consequences. True.
Is that the dude from the bar last night?
Yeah.
Whoa. What happened here?
It's the double exposure.
Max took that photo before she jumped back here. But I swear the fire was in a slightly different place when she showed it to me yesterday.
That's crazy.
So, Max's presence has changed something. But the fire is still on its way.
Interesting. So I wonder if we prevent the fire, the double exposure will go away, or maybe the image will change. It's kind of wild.
I've barely met this lady, but I keep seeing her face.
Safi was my best friend. I hate to put her up here, but she's been acting pretty erratic lately.
Whoa. I'll bet you could see light years with this baby.
I love Chloe.
A horticulturalist, too? What can't this guy do?
Oh my god, that reminds me I need to water my plants.
I'm
How
not
do you do
usually
that?
into the whole sappy nature drawing thing, but this... Nobody's gonna give it to you. You've gotta grab the sun for yourself.
Interesting. This is what she drew when looking at the window. Huh. I missed one of the sketches.
Moses needs a name for this dot. I should help him out.
Your titties, Space Pimple, or Dawn. I'm gonna name it Space Pimple. Love it. Anything else to look at over here?
Some of Max's favorites are in here. It's good that she found a new movie buddy. A pet iguana? Dude, this office has everything.
Hmm. I think Maya is a character from the first game. It says Maya Okada's work went unappreciated in her lifetime, but is finally getting the recognition it deserves. This collection is a reproduction of her self-published chapbook. It includes 9 short memories from a brilliant memoirist whose life was cut tragically short. Away from Home. I forget. Wait, let me Google this. The name sounds so familiar. Maya was soft. Oh, okay. Maya was. I don't think we met Maya, but we talk about her a lot in Life is Strange Double Exposure, which is the game right before this, because one of the professors stole her work, and she deaded herself as a result, which was really sad. Aw. It's really sad, actually.
Did he paint this himself? Why'd he stop?
All right, let's go talk to Moses.
Wow. You process quickly.
I'm just laying it all out. We'll see if anything emerges.
Hmm.
This guy's being very polite to the crazy girl who showed up at his office and...
So, Professor, have you solved me yet?
Not in the slightest. But I do have some follow-up questions. I'm sure you do too. Why don't you start?
I don't mean to snoop, but who's Maya Akata?
She was a friend of Safi's. They were really close until Maya's suicide. That's what started all the craziness last year. Safi blamed several people for Maya's death, and she used her powers to get revenge.
Well, it's great that you bought her book.
And I wasn't the only one. Maya's work has been getting more attention in the last year. I'm sure Safi's delighted.
I know we have a metaphysical mystery to solve, but can I use your 3D printer?
What for?
It's Max's birthday. She's being so brave about this whole save the school thing, but I think she needs some encouragement. Your anime wall gave me an idea.
Say no more.
That's cute. What are they making? I guess we'll find out.
You have to text me when you give it to her. She's gonna love it.
You got it. Give it to me straight, Doc. I'm ready.
I'd like to hear more about your visions. You said they started in December?
Yeah. And they weren't even visions at first. Just weird daydreams. Of a storm, or a path, or... But they just kept coming. Then I started thinking about them, even when I didn't want to think about them. And that moment in the green room a few days ago... I don't think it was a vision. I think some part of me really went somewhere.
Okay. What were you doing in the green room before it started?
Looking in a mirror. That place was a grimy dump. Usually my favorite kind of bar. But for some reason, I started thinking about tornadoes. When Max and I were in high school, there was this crazy week where Max thought a tornado was going to destroy the school. No, sorry, that did happen. But it also didn't happen? I don't... What's happening right now?
Paradox. What the...
Let's start with what happened 10 years ago. A storm threatened your town, and Max was forced to make a choice. She let you die, averted the storm, and saved Arcadia Bay.
But I'm here.
Yes. Somehow, the storm didn't destroy the town, and you didn't die. Which doesn't make any sense, except... A year ago, a storm threatened the school and the town. And Max made another choice. Or rather, she refused to choose between Safi and Caledon. Somehow she saved Safi and the school. And however she tied those realities together, it appears...
She tied up some loose ends while she was at it. She brought me and Arcadia
that's what we were talking about
Bay
earlier.
back together? With Safi and all the rest?
Yes. Somehow. Your vision started when you remembered the tornado. The thing that couldn't have happened, but did. A paradox. Your life and experiences are coexisting along an entirely different reality. And that's not sustainable.
Oh, it's happening.
Maybe when you encounter a paradox, you come unfixed somehow, but that would mean even us talking about it directly could... Oh, Oh no.
Yeah, Mocha, this might give some spoilers, to be honest. But I do feel like the story in the first game, like, hold on. There's like some spoilers in this for what led to the conclusion of, like, it kind of spoil, I guess it spoils the conclusion of the first game. But the whole story in the first game is separate-ish. But yeah, it does, they are spoiling like what happened at the end of the first game. And then there's 2 other games that aren't related to these characters, like Max, Chloe, everybody else. They're about separate characters, but in the same universe. So, I don't know. Up to you. I feel like it is going to spoil a little bit, though, of, like, the lore. But yeah, you should definitely play the other games. I super duper recommend. There's the first Life is Strange, and then there's Double Exposure, and then there's this one now, but there's also a prequel game about Chloe and her friend Rachel called Life is Strange Before the Storm, and it's so good. Like, I feel like we were talking about this earlier, but I feel like this game, things are so complicated because there's been so many other things that have happened, but the first game is like the perfect, like, explanation of like the butterfly effect, and like you're learning about these characters for the first time, and it's so good. Yeah, it is really, really interesting. I think the only other story-driven game that's like the Choices Matter category that's really giving me the same level of satisfaction is Detroit Become Human. Like, if you haven't played that either, ooh, that game is so good. And has Jesse Williams in it. We love Jesse Williams.
Chloe, can you hear me?
Oh, she's like in her head.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, stay calm and tell me what you see.
She can hear Moses? Something. Okay.
It's always the same path.
This is where we started at the very
ends
beginning of the
in this
game. Chloe was
outcropping
here.
with a couple of benches, like a viewpoint.
The Overlook. That's where Safi died.
This is the fireplace from Max's place now.
There's a lighthouse too, like the one from Arcadia Bay. It's always the same path. It ends in this outcropping with a couple of benches, like a viewpoint.
The Overlook.
Oh.
That's where Safi died.
It's switching between the Caledon University sign, which is where they
there's
are
a
now, and the
lighthouse, too.
Blackwell Academy one.
Like the one from Arcadia
Blackwell
Bay.
Academy is the
There's a
the name of the
sign.
boarding school or the high school that
For Caledon.
Chloe and Max went to.
My old high school?
So this place pulls attributes from both towns. Hence the lighthouse.
Hmm.
The sky is wild. Lots of auroras and shit.
She called off the search. Stopped looking for herself.
What? Wait, there was a text from Safi. There's Safi. Dead Safi versus alive Safi? I liked the view from the real Overlook just fine, but this I could stare at forever. Tell me about it. I've been all over the country, but nothing beats this view. Dead Chloe. What the hell, Safi? Are you here? Alive Safi. Oh, hey, nice to meet you, Chloe. Sorry I forgot to say that last night. What's happening? Wow, looks like the gang's all here. What are you doing here? Being dead, mostly. At least some of me is. She's right. The rest of reality was decided by Max, but this place contains the full truth of what happens to us. It remembers. I like coming back here and sitting on the bench just to remind myself. I don't think you should, like, hang out on the purgatory bench. This place is dangerous. I mean, sure, but what's the worst that could happen? For fuck's sake, death. Chloe, grow up. We're already dead. Okay, this is very strange. Unknown number. Whoa, this place again. Ugh, this girl again. What is this? How do I unsubscribe? Why is my name Dead Chloe? Are you all on the same path? Me at the top. Okay, interesting. Guess we're going to the top of the Overlook. And there's some writing in these trees.
Missing, they said. Then, lost.
This is like so haunted. It's giving haunted.
Going, she replied. Then, gone.
Almost sounds like poetry.
There's always something weird when I get to the top of the path. Me, dead. Safi, alive. A turbocharged lighthouse beam.
Okay. As far as we know, nothing in this space is real or can hurt you.
Safi practically lives here now.
Left, mostly trees. Right, weird voices, sounds of someone crying. Up, overlooking lighthouse and crazy tableau. There's a lot to learn here if you're willing to explore and watch yourself die repeatedly. I finally know the truth. Can't wait to see what Max has to say about it. I've been everywhere. Well, almost everywhere. The lighthouse door is shut. What do you think is in there, Chloe? What the? Do Safi and Chloe both coexist in this space? Because they both have dead and alive versions of themselves? So it's kind of interesting. What is this?
The, ground turned to my high school bathroom.
Interesting.
The lighthouse from Arcadia Bay. Is that Max and Safi?
Okay, Max is pointing a gun at Safi, and there are a lot of photos.
Photos of what?
Of Chloe. Oh, she. Freaky. Oh, she's back.
Shit.
Hi, Sunny.
I'm so mad.
Thank you for redeeming Hydrate. I hope you're doing well.
She had a gun, and it always ends a little differently, but I die.
Oh. Not Chloe. Hi, how are you? Happy Monday. We're playing the new Life is Strange game. Have you played the Life is Strange
What I've been
games?
seeing. Me dying.
Doing
Max
swell. Glad to
killing
hear
me.
it. Thank you. I hope you are too. I'm happy to be here.
You said there were photos. What happened after that?
The lighthouse beam turned on, and... What's wrong?
Chloe, you vanished. Disappeared for
What?
about 3 seconds.
That's freaky.
Before you came crashing back into the cabinet.
What? Where did I go?
I don't know. I think maybe that place takes you back to the moment where Max made her choice. About Safi. About you. Max stitched these realities together, but if you keep going back there, picking at the stitches, it could all unravel.
I saw some of Safi's thoughts and memories. We're stuck in that place together.
Makes sense. Safi is aware of the dual realities, and she's suddenly back on campus. Maybe she's looking for the same answers you are.
She seems... depressed.
Well, you and she are trapped inside your own deaths. Emotionally, I can't imagine what that is doing to the both of you.
That's intense.
Arcadia Bay was brought back to life. Why aren't they stuck in that place too?
My mom hasn't told me about any weird visions.
Have you told her about your visions? My point is, we don't know what's happening in Arcadia Bay. We can conjecture, but my focus is on helping you.
So what do I do? How do I make sure I don't think about, you know?
Well, distractions seem to help. Your job. Loud music, lots of people, probably kept you safer. But now that you're aware of it, and what it means, we might have just accelerated whatever is happening. I'm so sorry.
So, it's just a matter of time? Until I don't come back?
At this point, there's a lot we don't know. But that's what the evidence suggests. We won't risk any more explorations into the Overlight. That's what we're calling it now, by the way. I'll do some brainstorming. Maybe research mental techniques for...
Don't bother. You've got to focus on the fire.
But we need a plan. Your visions are growing in intensity, and that place is dangerous. If you spend more time there, you could undo the merge. You could revert back to your own death.
I'm serious. It's okay.
That's so heavy. Oh my goodness.
Why should I get to cheat death? It's not like I deserve it more than my dad. Or Rachel. Max saved me in the bathroom. But she couldn't make it stick. The time she bought me, it's enough. More than I deserve.
What do you mean? Of course you deserve to exist.
Not according to reality, or the universe, or whatever keeps trying to make me dead. Max has done everything she could for me. She always has. The least I can do is be there for her now. So, on to the good stuff. Who do we think is planning to start a fire? I met this guy last night. Didn't seem like a criminal. Criminally pretentious, maybe.
Lucas Colmenero is a former Caledon professor. He's been stirring up animosity between Caledon and Lakeport.
If he hates Caledon, you and Max won't be able to get much out of him. Max may have gone full Ivory Tower, but bars are still my scene. I'll head back there right now to chat with him and his protest buddies. Maybe I can learn more about their plans.
I love the Chloe and Moses duo. It's such an unlikely pairing, but it's so sweet. Okay, so we just learned a lot. That's interesting. So there is this like purgatory that only Chloe and Safi can access. And the awareness of their fate could be expediting like the breaking down of themselves, their souls, like whatever that
You
may
can
be.
do this, Max. It's only
Oh, there's
Safi.
Safi. Okay, what did Chloe say? After a lot of effort in making a jackass of myself, Safi was a step ahead of me the whole time, but at least she's ready to meet me now. Where? Snapping 2-year-old just got here. I think she's waiting for me on the back patio. I'll be right there. Wait, what's our code? What? A word or phrase so we know it's us and not her. That's a good idea. How about razzmatazz? Oh, I was thinking more like two whales or something normal that only we would know. We could do your weird ass thing instead. You know what? Forget it. I'm going in. Good luck. Razzmatazz. Okay, more journal entries. Well, that was a productive trip to the president's office. I need to regroup. Here are the people who definitely know more than they're letting on. Reggie, being the president of Abraxas comes with a certain amount of skullduggery. Skullduggery, what a word. He's hiding something. It's just a question of what. But Reggie has been working for months to save the Abraxas house. Why would he want to burn it down? Vin. Knowing more than he lets on is Vin's whole personality. He's a secretive guy, but he's also my friend. He reports to Owen, but he loves Abraxas. Is Vin involved in something or caught in the middle of it? Lucas. Hates Caledon, emboldened by his podcast, such a dick. I don't know if Lucas is capable of violence, but I certainly trust him less than I trust the other two. Pickleton. I'm dead. Who else? Here are the people who might know more than they are letting on. Owen. What's his deal? He seems laser focused on his goal of ruining Caledon by turning it into tech bro heaven. Would he burn down the Abraxas house if it stood in his way? Loretta. I don't think she's involved. She sure wasn't aware that the Abraxas house was about to come down. But Loretta's march was named after her for a reason. Besides, it's always a fair assumption that Loretta knows more than she says. Safi. The wildest wild card. Currently running around campus for reasons unknown. Why is she back now? Why is she creeping around looking for information, trying to get me off her scent? I have to talk to her. Alright, let's talk to Safi, I guess.
She's actually here. I almost can't believe it.
Wait, this view is so good. Wow. Gorgeous. Ooh, I knew it! I knew there was gonna be a camera spot right here. Pretty. Maybe we can do double exposure and point it towards this. Ooh, that's cool. Okay. Save it. Okay, let's go talk to Safi now.
Safi?
In the flesh.
Putting aside everything that just happened, I'm really glad to see you. The real you.
Oh. I do not deserve you, Max Caulfield. That's it. Well, don't just sit there and gawk. What did you want to talk to me about?
Why are you here? After all this time?
Oh, is that it? I don't know. Maybe I missed this place. Maybe I wanted to peep those famous leaves, or maybe I have some unfinished business.
Safi.
Come on, Max. If you ask me basic-ass questions, you'll get basic-ass answers.
Whatever brought you back, I'm glad you're here. I've been worried about you.
About little old me? Even so, I do appreciate you keeping my cameo in your class to yourself. That's why all us students go gaga for you, Professor. The sad truth is, I'm here for you. Don't give me that dewy-eyed look. I can't decide if it makes me want to kiss you or murder you.
Oh my god.
Then why have you been avoiding me all day? Not to mention ghosting me for the last year.
I left here believing I had a purpose. I was gonna find more people like us. But the further I got from Caledon, the more I started to feel... what's the word?
Unmoored?
Deranged. These intrusive thoughts started playing in my head. My emotions were all over the place, and the visions... Horrible. Waking dreams of my death. The storm. And I realized it wasn't being on the road or being away from Caledon. It wasn't my mother or Diamond or anyone else. It was you. You did something to me.
I saved you. Your powers were out of control, and I found a way to stop the storm and pull you out of there.
You talk like you understand what happened. Everyone here has forgotten what happened in the storm, but I'm still living it. Do you even know?
Your power went haywire. You broke into pieces. I had to pull you together.
And then what? Think. Where did you go in there?
It was all these motel rooms. Like the ones I stayed in after Chloe died.
Is it like a flashback to the last game?
After Arcadia Bay, the road became my safe place. I guess being in another storm made my mind go back there.
Where did you go next?